Miles, you've seen us do our way too early fantasy football draft picks, right?
That was way too early.
So it's time to do some other stuff.
Agreed.
Way too early. And that's way too early NFL trade predictions. This is an article on Bleacher Report. All right, let's go to it.
We're going to rank them. How are we going to do this?
You're going to say hot or cold. You're going to say
Hot
if
or
it's a
cold.
good one, hot, bad one, cold.
Hot.
Bring my
First one up.
boys.
Philadelphia Eagles trade for Jessie Bates.
So
this is this is a little weird. I'm not going to lie.
So
Oh, man. So the Bengals took a safety, right?
Yeah.
yeah, so they
took three of them,
They
didn't
took
they?
Dax,
Or
was that the
something?
team? They took Daxton
Yeah.
Hill.
Mm-hmm. Because we were all talking about it. We were like,
Yeah.
oh, it's kind of like weird, but I guess in this
Right, because
situation.
offensive line, I thought they'd take offensive line. I thought they'd even take cornerback over
Yep.
safety. I
Mhm.
thought they were fine at safety. And that's because Jessie Bates is he's
good.
a top 5 safety in the
Yes.
NFL.
Yeah.
But his contract is coming up.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to decide whether or not to pay him, which will be a top paid,
Yeah.
maybe the top
So
paid.
they're using the franchise tag on him this offseason. So I guess that's kind of why.
Man, I would keep them.
What
the
do they-
Bengals, though?
What did they give up? It's definitely maybe it's like a Minka trade, like a first-round pick.
I mean, Joe Burrow off his rookie contract still. Like, that's when you pay the other positions.
Here's the thing. I love it for the Eagles because it definitely seems like they're ready to just go balls to the wall.
But I don't like it for the Bengals at all.
Right, but the Bengals just came off of a Super Bowl win, and they're just going to get rid of maybe
Exactly.
their best defensive
Did
player.
you say Super Bowl win, dude?
Or Super Bowl bout.
Get your head out of
Super
your
Bowl bout.
butt.
Super Bowl.
And dude, okay, just stop talking. I mean, the AFC is so tough, way tougher than last year even.
Yeah.
I just don't think you get rid of your secondary like that.
So I guess the reason why they're doing this is because they're not trying to pay him.
I get
And
that.
I guess
but man.
a Cincinnati reporter basically said that if Bates gets franchise tagged again, he's not playing.
I understand that.
So I think that's kind of why they're like, all right, let's see what we can get for him. There's nothing listed of what the trade might be.
Hey.
Dang, this is tough though. I do like it for the Eagles, but I don't like it for the Bengals.
I don't like it for
at
the Bengals either, but I feel like it could be realistic. We
What
know
if they
they're
got
going to
a
have
first?
What's a
What if
first
they
round?
got a first?
Well, yeah, I think
all.
that's what it
They
would
would probably,
take.
yeah.
I believe that's what it would take.
Okay. You don't think that's? I think it's decent.
I actually say this is hot.
But
And
if you think the Eagles are going to do decent, that first will be later. But then again, it's not like they
That's
need
true.
a QB early.
No,
or anything
exactly.
Like that, so that could still be.
oh man,
okay.
can I give us like a lukewarm?
I was gonna say, dude, that is.
Hot.
I'm saying cold. I'm going.
I'm
cold.
going to say hot.
Okay.
I don't like
I
it
like
for
that.
the Bengals because they're a Super Bowl contender. That's
I agree.
clear after watching
Joe Burrow's
last season.
on that rookie.
Uh-huh.
They're not
But
paying him
they're-
that much, dude.
But they're going to have to pay him soon.
I know.
That could conflict. Obviously, with inflation, the salary caps move up. I'd say it's hot. Is it going to happen? Probably not. But, man, I don't know. Nah, cold, right? Dude, this one.
Pick one.
If I could have one warm and I'll risk it, I'll say warm for this one.
Okay, you
can't.
Next.
Cold.
Thank you.
Alright. Next up, we have the Chicago Bears trading away Robert Quinn to a
Oh,
contender.
he's old.
He is.
Yeah,
He's
to a
so-
contender. Okay, sure.
He had 18.5 sacks last season. It was second in the league, so I guess that's kind of why. He had a really good season.
Dang, that's incredible.
Yeah,
Good
he had a
for
really
you.
good
For you,
season.
Robert. That's awesome.
So I'm thinking that's kind of why. And I guess obviously if it's a contender, why not?
That's
I
a
mean,
hot
they
one.
might.
I'll give that a hot.
all right, so
for-
I want that.
okay, I could be completely wrong and look like
You
a
are.
fool, but did he not play on the Rams
Couldn't tell
before?
you.
Is that not the perfect trade? That if
Back
had he
to the
played there,
Rams.
like comes back there after they lose Von Miller?
Wow.
Sure.
Yeah. No, honestly, that's a
Hot.
doable
This is
trade.
hot.
I like that.
That's hot.
This definitely makes that first one cold
All right.
because this one makes a lot of sense. But on the Bears, yeah, come on now.
They stink.
Oh, I could be so
Wow.
wrong.
And he's
I'll look
older,
at it.
so like
I
it's-
swear he played for the Rams. I don't know.
Okay. So now I'm starting to wonder when this article came out, but
Oh no.
this seems like it seems like it's a newer article. Chargers pair Saquon Barkley with Austin Eckler. So the Giants trade Saquon
This is probably
Barkley
before
to the
draft.
Chargers.
Because they got Isaiah Spiller in the draft.
That's why-
He's
that's
like
why I
one
said
of the
that.
best running backs in that draft. So that's nah.
Well, obviously that's gonna be cold now. But what?
Yeah.
Even
I
then,
guess
even then, I would say cold.
May 6th, 2022.
Okay,
That's when this came
That
out.
makes it 0 sense.
May 6th, 2022.
Okay, so maybe it could make sense. Let's think about this logically for
Hey,
a second.
let me read it.
Because Saquon Barkley, massive question marks. If
Mhm.
he doesn't pan out, they have Spiller. The Giants want to get that running back they thought that they had in Saquon Barkley, and that is Austin Eckler, who is proven, right?
Yeah.
They have Saquon
Yeah.
Barkley with Spiller as a handcuff to him. Maybe would even challenge him for the starting job.
Sure.
Plus, the Giants would have to give up extra picks as well to the Chargers.
So basically, they're just saying that they haven't been the best at finding somebody to kind of pair up with Eckler. So they don't. If Austin Spiller doesn't work out again, because these are way too early trades, so this could happen in the middle of the season. This could happen later. But they're saying basically, I guess if Isaiah Spiller doesn't really work out, then Barkley could be a good option to pair with Eckler because of his injuries.
So they're looking for
Not
a dull halfback,
Yeah, exactly.
not a workhorse.
Which is why they
running
took
back.
Isaiah Spiller. But he's supposed to be known as a workhorse running back, so that's why it's kind of interesting why they took him.
Yeah.
Plus, Eckler,
He's more.
Isn't the
Eckler's
mo-
a receiving back though, more
he
than
can't
he
stay
is.
healthy that well either. Not on Saquon's
No.
level.
Well, that's why I feel like it would be kind of like a situation where, okay, if they split the carries necessarily, something like that, they'd do better. They'd still have
I just don't think
healthier.
it's worth it for either of these two teams.
I agree.
Yeah, this is cool.
Eckler fits really well with the Chargers.
I agree.
He had such a good season.
I'm going to
last
say
year.
this is a cold one.
Yeah.
This one,
God bless you.
I don't like this one too much.
Oh, geez.
This
Falcons.
is something I expected.
There we
Kyle
go.
Pitts.
Yeah. Dan Quinn reunites with Deion Jones. So we took a lot of linebackers.
Yeah, he did.
We took a lot of linebackers in this draft.
Deion Jones going to the
And
Cowboys.
I was even telling Joe, I don't think Deion Jones is going to be on the Falcons next season for the whole season or after next season. So I guess this would be him going to the Cowboys. Hey, if we get a decent pick.
That could be nice.
This is hot.
This is hot.
I agree.
Cowboys lost pieces.
Yep, I agree.
Go to
It's
Dan
rebuild
Quinn.
mode
Yep.
for the Falcons.
Mhm.
It sucks to get rid of your best players,
I agree.
but it makes sense.
Yeah. And like I said, we got a bunch of linebackers too in the draft, obviously, that would fill that role. And also, so he has $10.7 million against the cap. So on June 1st, if we would trade him, we would end up saving $13.1 million for 2023.
For a trade?
Yeah.
Oh, if the Cowboys took on all that cap. I wonder if the Cowboys would make the Falcons eat some of that cap themselves in the trade. Or is that if they cut him, they won't have to?
No, trade.
This one makes the most sense to me. Reuniting back with Dan Quinn. Obviously, he
Defense
knows
is good
Deion
there.
Jones more than almost anybody.
Yeah.
I'd assume he does.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that'd be sick.
That's
You pair
hot.
him up with Micah Parsons.
Yeah, that's hot.
Van Der Esch can't stay healthy.
Yeah, it would
Yeah,
make a lot of
they're
sense.
building up the
Cowboys
defense.
lost a lot of weapons last year, so defense.
Yeah, I like that.
That's
That's really hot. That's really hot. I wonder what it would take. Second round pick? Maybe.
Four first, I think.
4 first round pick. You're the first.
Last up, I kind of like this one too, actually. Ravens add Tyler Lockett to help Lamar Jackson. I think that makes sense.
Sure.
I think that makes sense. We were talking about how DK Metcalf or Lockett could be out of there. They don't really have a quarterback there. They just got rid of Brown, obviously. So
Lockett though isn't. I don't think he'd be that great on the Ravens at all.
Really?
Not even because they're just a running team, but like he's someone that would have a good start of the season, just completely fall off. He has a history of that. I don't know, man.
I feel like Seahawks receivers in general have a history of that because Doug Baldwin did the same thing.
Yeah.
Or he would start slow, and at the end of the year, he would go off. So I don't know if that's something to do with the Seattle Seahawks. I like this one. I don't think there's not much to like about it.
I like it.
It makes sense for the Baltimore Ravens. Obviously, they need somebody.
I say Seahawks are completely rebuilding anyway. I mean,
So
it's
it
not
makes sense for them.
terrible, but
I think
he's older.
I think it's not in best interest for. Well, maybe it is for Lockett because Seattle sucks now, so maybe it could be.
he sucks now.
No,
what,
I'm saying
Seahawks.
Oh, I was gonna say what?
I said there's no reason
I'm
for
just
him to
saying
want to stay
for
there.
on the Ravens, who aren't known to be that great. Receivers aren't known to be that great on that team. So for him
Yeah.
personally, it might not be that great of a move. But
I think he's better than Hollywood Brown.
I agree.
I think he's more versatile than Hollywood
Mhm.
Brown.
yeah.
His route running's better. He can get the ball short. He can go deep also.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like him.
That's hot. I'll give it hot.
I'll say hot too. Although again, Jarvis Landry to the Ravens will never get out of my head until he's on another team.
It
or
makes
the
too much
Baltimore
sense.
Ravens.
It does. It makes way too much sense. But again, I mean,
And they don't have to give up.
that's
anything
one
but
receiver
money.
too. That's one receiver. So who's saying both those things can't
Yeah,
happen?
why
They don't
not,
have
dude?
to.
Truthfully.
I mean,
Make Lamar as happy as possible if you want him to re-sign.
And again, it would never hurt to have two receivers that could just drag corners and safeties down the field to free up space for Lamar Jackson if you'd want to run or
Sure,
something like
yeah.
that. So
And Lockett's not the most young wide receiver.
Exactly.
The
That's why it
Seahawks
makes sense.
Rebuild. Another
Yeah.
team rebuild.
Yeah.
You got to get rid of like your semi-older pieces, and if you can get draft value for them now, while they still have value, why not do it?
I still think Bateman could be pretty decent on the Ravens.
Yeah.
They took last
Speedster.
year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, no, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, that was some way too early. trades that we think might happen this season. Let us know your favorite from this list, and if there was one on this list that you or there wasn't one in this list that you have in your mind, put that down in that comment section down below, and we'll respond to it. We'll see if it was
if we get
if
like
it's hot or
5
cold.
good ones, we'll just make a video with
That's
all
true.
your comments.
That's true. We could do that too.
Just go crazy down there. Give us some ideas and give us like a little reason why to help back up your cause. But
and we'll put your
feature
name.
You.
Yeah,
We'll
exactly.
feature you.
We'll put the comment in the picture in the video.
This is a family community here.
We'll see you next one. Peace.